Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and we're back with old versus new. It's been a while since I've done old versus new, since like January/February. Like I did Metroid versus Metroid Zero Mission, but this time we're doing a solo one where it's just Mega Man 2 via the Wily Wars, because I did the original NES game already, so now I'm going to be doing the Genesis game. I've attempted to play this game at the beginning of last year, but then there was a little bit of a mistake that I made then in regards to save file on the Genesis Mini. So I'm not going to make that mistake again, so we're going to go through this. It's not going to be that long of a game, because it's Mega Man 2. Granted, in regards to how the Genesis version is compared to the NES one, because I get this tonight's game, because like we're gonna do Mega Man Wily Wars. We're gonna go straight to Monster Hunter Rise around like 9 o'clock, right after I'm done with Mega Man 2 the Wily Wars collection. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done that. Good to see you, Dragon. It's been a while since I have done that, because there's been so much streams I've been doing. I haven't had time to do old versus new, but it's back. And this one I'm gonna set to beat this in one sitting, considering the fact that it's really not that long of a game. Granted, it's also gonna be a little more difficult for the simple fact that it has the original difficulty. Because in Mega Man 2 you have a choice between normal mode, which is easier, and difficult mode, which is the difficulty that was intended, because that's the Japanese version of the game. Like, regards to the difficulty for that one, and I streamed the game on that difficulty years ago too. So we're gonna do that. Sometime around 9 o'clock, switching over to Monster Hunter, so I can go right ahead and hunt with Shad and with Silverstone in a multi-stream. Looking forward to doing that. Best of luck beating this game tonight. Mega Man and Bass was a bit rough. Yeah, this one's not gonna be anywhere near as rough as that one. This is rough around the edges, but not that rough. Nowhere near as rough as Mega Man and Bass. So schedule for the rest of the week, we have 2 games tonight. Ironically enough, they're both Capcom games, so there's that. And then tomorrow is new Pokemon Snap. Gonna play more of that one. So yeah. Hopefully everybody in chat's doing well. Hope you're doing well tonight, Dragon. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. In fact, let's just cut right to the chase and do that. Alright, let me just press A. Alright, let's go. Okay, so Mega Man The Wily Wars came out in 1994 for the Sega Genesis. However, it never came out here in cartridge form. It came out here as part of Sega's subscription service, the Sega Channel, which it was like an add-on you have to put on the Sega Genesis, and you have to be connected with your local cable provider, mostly Time Warner. Well, Time Warner is now Spectrum. Back in the day, that's who you had to go with to get this. Doing well, just dreading for tomorrow. Hey, Keyblade. You have come into work at 6 a.m. to unload trucks worth of inventory? Ooh. Well, good luck with that. Alright, game start. Well, first, let me go back. Yep, these are the controls that I'm going to be using. Actually, no. I'm going to press the A button to shoot, B button to jump, and C is to bring up the window with the weapons. You're under a bit of stress, but you're alright. Alright. So I've done Mega Man 1 on stream from the Wily Wars, late 2019. Now we're gonna do this one. Hey Tug, what hardware I'm using this? Genesis Mini. Gonna be using the Genesis Mini for this one. Dr. Light created Mega Man to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. Thanks, Keyblade. I have a couple more days to go before this challenge is over. Can it be met? We'll find out. Let me see how close it is. 66% raised. You guys got this. Thanks Keyblade, thanks Dragon. Yeah, Mega Man 2. I wonder how they fixed the speed. The PAL version feels like you're playing on the water. Yes. Because I played Mega Man 1 on stream like in late 2019, so it ran fine. Like, it ran the way it's supposed to. The Mega Man 2 intro is awesome. Chef's kiss. Yep. Go straight into this, because there's no passwords here. Alright, so we're going to start off with Metal Man. The background is red for some reason instead of blue, like when you are in the boss select. Okay. I accidentally hit the C button. I was trying to jump, and that messed me up. I have to be careful. First step of the game already. was obviously not planned at all. Go for Wily Meat? No, you can't. You have to beat the bosses first. It just pops up in the screen. Oh, you're behind? No problem. Move through. Oh, it would have been nice to get there, but I needed item number 1 for that. Okay, what's the point of having What's the point of having a window button as mapped into the C button or whatever when I could just press start? Yep. This was on Genesis. The only, like I said earlier, like when I started the game up, the only way to play this back in the day was if you had the Sega channel, which was with the Sega Genesis, and you had to connect it with your local cable provider at the time. I'm probably gonna die right at the start of the boss, so... Yep. And you have to hold start to do this, so you can save or load. When I at least showed that you could do that. But I am, however, going to do this. I'm gonna die here and then fight. Because I had an accident once before. There was like a particular accident that happened to me. Alright. There was like an accident that happened before that messed me up, and I had to just stop and say, oh, I'll play this again at some point. This feels a bit clunky. Oh God, fuck you. No. I will not accept that. No. That is bullshit. No. Almost clutched that, but no. And that was my last life too. Oh, and I do have energy tanks, but I'm actually saving them. I'm saving them for when I get to the Wily stages. Unless I know I can get another one down the road. There we go. Now he's dead. Get equipped with Metal Blade. Okay, so I have a few choices I can make. I could either go to Bubble Man right now, I could go to Woodman or Flashman. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna go to Bubble Man next. So my order is gonna be since I've already beaten Metal Man, next up is Bubble. So I'm gonna use fight Bubble Man, then Woodman. And then I'm gonna go to Airman. Then I'm gonna go to Heatman. Then Crash Man. Then Flashman. I'll take that. And then after Flashman is gonna be Quickman. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it is a Capcom night. I have to be careful because one false move and I could actually die. When those urchins on top. got Monster Hunter right after this. Alright. Time to get the Metal Blade ready. Yeah, he's going to get to high rank. We're gonna get him there. Alright. Let's do it. There we go. That's 2 robots down.
You win!
Get equipped with double lead. Let me go ahead and save. Alright. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is go to Woodman. You know what? I was gonna use the Metal Blade. It goes through everything. Come on! That's not fair. They should have let me have that. All right, let's go. Nice, but I want health. I want more health. I'm gonna need it. Let's go up. Nice. Hey Destiny, good to see you. Yep, Metal Blade is still OP, even in this version. Yeah. Alright, let's go this way. Yeah, this definitely looks more like a smooth transition, but in terms of controls, it feels a little stiff compared to the NES game. Oh my god. I don't have a secondary weakness, which is E-Man's weapon. Fuck, I forgot what they called it again. Atomic fire, yeah. In the NES version, this is actually very effective. There we go. Yeah, you need a full power charge to take them out completely. If you use the atomic fire. Alright, so let's do that. Get equipped with Leaf Shield. Yep. Let's go. I go ahead and reset this so that I can menu. Go. Not yet because I go for Airman after beating Woodman. Already at number 4. Wait, which version is this? Genesis. Wily Wars. I'm playing on the Genesis Mini. Yep. No. We're gonna mulligan that one. How did I mess that one up? Greaser sound effect, yep. Alright, let's see what happens now. Grab all that. Maybe they might drop extra lives. This way? Can't defeat Airman. Oh, Airman. Oh, that song, yeah. Oh god, this guy. Got the extra life. What the fuck? I'll take that def and just move. I think the knockback is probably worse here. I don't know, it might be just me, but if the knockback feels a little worse than the NES game. I got another extra life, but still, what cost? There we go. Oh god, don't get me started on that. Here we go. We're gonna need the leaf shield. Got him.
KO!
Wrecked. Message with Dr. Light, because we're gonna get item number 2. I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Alright, so we have 4 more to go. We're gonna go for Heat Man next. I have to be extra careful. Might be just before 9 o'clock, we'll see. Alright. There we go. Oh boy, this. Yoga blocks. Whoops. Go down this way. Oh wow, almost missed my jump. What a reason wasn't letting me jump. Not here. Alright, just stay on this. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna touch that one up. Alright, now we gotta go down. All right, get the bubble lead ready because that's the weakness for this one over here. There we go. Yes. That's another one down. Get equipped with Atomic Fire. And we got a message from Dr. Light. Item 1 complete. Get your weapons ready. Actually, did this sort of idea where I wrote a Mega Man fanfic by having Mega Man Master Shear personalities with have 2 classes. Nice. So we got item number 1. Alright. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to Crash Man. We know the items would be responsible for the creation of Rush in Mega Man 3. Yep. They decided to make a character out of it, which is nice. Two lives. Or 3 lives. But it just shows us 2 because, like, last life is since. Gotta get some more, E-tanks. Yeah, because in this game, it's still you can only still hold 4 E-tanks. I wonder if in the Genesis version that if you game over, then you lose all your E-tanks. Because in the NES version, you did for this game. You actually beat Crash Man with the Mega Buster, no special weapons, nice. I wonder if there's a Mega Man game where it's impossible to do the Buster Run. Like, there's a Robot Master or a boss where you cannot use the Mega Buster on it at all because it won't work. I think this one's one of them because the final boss you need Bubble Lead for that. Was a challenge to win a free art. Alright, cool. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say this right now. There are some Genesis renditions of some of these stages that are better than the original NES renditions. And this one's one of them. Whereas I think like Bubble Man sounds a lot better on NES. E-Tank. Alright, so we're gonna need item number 1 for this. Go. The final boss fight, any other weapon heals it. Okay, so for this one we are going to need Airman's weapon. Alright. Done.
KO! You win!
So that's 6 down, 2 more to go. It's time to get equipped with the Crash Bomber. It's a very nice weapon. Very useful weapon in some stages, especially in one stage that is terrible. Well, the worst boss fight in the game, which we'll get to that when we do. When we get to that, we'll get to that. But for now, let's go through Flashman state. Alright, Flashman. I do like the fact that they added all these backgrounds here. I do have to wonder, what if they would have brought Wily Wars to Super Nintendo much earlier, let's say 92. Because it took until like 93, 94 to get Mega Man onto the Super Nintendo, original Mega Man X. Because making Mega Man games was actually pretty inexpensive at the time. And even though the NES had a big install base, people were moving on to the Super Nintendo. Like, a lot of people that normally would be interested in Mega Man moved to the Super Nintendo. Or they decided to get a Genesis, leaving Nintendo altogether. See if I can pull this part off here. I could pull this part off on the NES, but on Genesis, I did, and I got myself that E10. And I got 3 E10. Oh yeah. That's an advice that people need to learn at an early age. Always take care of your stuff. Because like, there's a good chance that you're not going to get a replacement. Not only that, but you should always be careful in general. Yeah. I started taking care of my game consoles like much earlier than I thought I would. Like around the Genesis era. But that's not to say I was perfect. I really wasn't. I got the time stopper. And guess what? That's not the only thing I get. I get item number 3. Because in Mega Man 3, you would get 3 things. Rush Coil, you get right from the start. You get Rush Marine at some point in the game, and then you get Rush Jet. Rush Marine only appeared in a few games, whereas Rush Jet was a mainstay alongside Rush Coil. With the exceptions of Mega Man 8 did not have that, or Mega Man in base. Saved. There's only one left. It's Quick Man. Nice. 4 extra lives. Better. So I gotta be careful here because this is not an easy stage. Damn it, I could have actually got all those stuff, but I wanted to escape. There's more of that. I actually didn't even need to do that. Fuck. I could have just not done that, but I do have a secondary weakness. I'll probably just die. I'll just lose one of my lives so that I can actually fight him at full health because I don't want to use the E-tank. His secondary weakness is is the crash bomber. Let me see if I can actually try that. Yeah, Crash Bomber is his secondary weakness. I could actually take him out with that. Alright, let's do it. But I ran out, so the rest of it's gonna be me relying on the Mega Buster. Or I'm gonna have to just do the Mega Buster anyway. Could've just made a safe state with that, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm restarting the stage because it's frustrating. I need the weakness. I'm gonna do this again. I should be able to do it without the time stopper. I just need to actually... do it though. This is not even a long stage. It only feels long because like of those lasers. I don't know if it's me, but the lasers move by a little bit more faster on the NES game. I'll have this here just in case I need it. But well, you know, I didn't need it. Metal Blade rocks. Yep. Hey, number. Welcome. Let me just go ahead and make this here. I don't think I'm gonna need this, but you never know. I got this. But this weapon, this Robot Master's not with the Metal Blade, so I gotta use, what I'm gonna use is this. Damage from that. And for insurance, he will die from this. 3, 2, 1.
KO!
Got it.
You win!
Love my stream deck. Love the stream deck so much. GG indeed. Time to get equipped with Quick Boomerang. That's his signature weapon. Alright, now let's save. Alright. We now have the last couple of stages. It's time for me to go to Dr. Wily. And I did it with Mega Man's back turn. That's epic, yep. There we go. Thanks for the follow. So I'm doing this as part of Old versus New, because I've beaten Mega Man 2 on NES years ago. And I did it last year again as part of like my usual retro nights, but I did it based off of the NES theme. Because, of course, I was going to play NES games and then wrap it up with Mega Man 2. Now I'm doing this. I already did the first one on Genesis years ago. I'm doing this one. This is the first solo Old versus New I'm doing, because the other ones were like back-to-back original versus remake. I've done Resident Evil on PlayStation, and then the remake. I played the Switch version of it. And then I did Metroid on NES versus Metroid Zero Mission. I haven't made a trailer as to what the next game is going to be, but I will announce what the next game is right after this. So a trailer will be coming soon. I know a lot of people say that this theme is overrated, but you know what? I don't care. It's still pretty damn good. Though I do like the rendition on the NES more than the Genesis one, I will say that much. Whoa, that was a random clipping. Take that. We'll take those. Yeah, I should just save that. But when I'm done with this, I'm gonna be like Monster Hunter's gonna be right afterward. Another track that people seem to say that is overrated, just as overrated as this one, is the Moon theme from DuckTales NES. to which I'm going to have to disagree with that. But that's their opinion, and my opinion is that I don't think it's overrated. Yo, Maple, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 26 months. And just playing this on the Sega Genesis is pretty wild. Alright, we're gonna use Airman's weapon for this. Or I can use Metal Blade for this one? Yes, I can. Alright. There we go. Hope you're doing well, Maple. I'm going to give it to this one right here. Alright. I could have just jumped and avoid that. Alright, we're going to need item number 1 for this. And this one is going to be a pretty tricky part right here. 1, 2, 3. That's the tricky part. 1, 2, 3. I'm going great. It's going great. Right now I'm playing Mega Man 2, but this is a Sega Genesis version, which feels different compared to the NES one. Like, in terms of controls, thinkers and things, but I'm learning, no problem. You do what you gotta do. Gotta get the quick blade ready. And just for good measure, I don't want to have a repeat of the last time I tried to do this one. We're gonna go and get this going. There's a mecha dragon coming by, and I gotta watch out. There it is. If Mega Man touches it, oh, I can actually outrun it. Weird, but he catches up. Fire's slow. Wow. Out here. Oh my god. Whoa. Alright, let's go. That does a lot of damage. Boom! Let's fucking go! Yes! Alright. Now we go to the next one. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the next one. Alright, so to start, let's cover this. Cover as much weapon energy as possible. Airman. Back to this one. Alright, so we're gonna need weapon number 2. forgot this is actually the hard way. Yeah, might as well just... Hey, good to see you, Derek. Yeah, this is the NTSC version because, I'm playing this on the Sega Genesis Mini. That's your life. One thing I will say is that the Wily stages are meant to be like the ultimate test to see how you are when you play Mega Man. Go. Because the boss is coming up. All right. This is this game's Yellow Devil, in a way, except nowhere near as frustrating. They're a bit slow here. Oh, come on. Alright, so I'm back over here. Gonna have to grind for some more weapon energy. They want to consider using energy tanks? Yeah. I just felt like I wanted to save it for when I know I'm going to need them. This would have been a good time to use it. Alright, so let's see. Oh, they're actually, those things are weak to leaf shield. That's perfect. Which one? Gotta keep moving. Alright, let's try this again. Get this now. If I need to use the E-tanks, I will. Carry 4 for a reason. They're moving faster, but I got it. Cool. Alright, cool. Here, go. I actually did not want to use it for that. Go. I know what the weakness is for this boss, and I'll switch to it when I get there. Alright, just I have to be careful here. Wow! It just goes straight down. At least, I have more momentum and more gravity underwater compared to this. Alright, we're gonna have to just go with that. Yeah, the way they handled this was way better on the NES compared to this version right here. There we go. Alright. So this is a guts tank. I forgot what they actually called it, but they model it of the Guts Man. For someone who never actually made this robot, he sure as hell does love this robot. Wily really does. There we go. Okay, so that's done. So now we got a couple more stages to go. Alright, now we're gonna go on to the next one. Alright, now now we're in Wily number 4. Right, for starters, I am going to be needing to recover this one. Because I'm going to need it. Number 1. 2, let's get bubble lead because we're going to need that. Ow. The tool just got me. Alright. Alright, so that one is the one that I have to worry about. Gonna go up. Whoops. Go up here. Alright, now we'll use the bubble lead to figure that out. Alright. Alright. Straight there. Here, the bubble lead will... There we go. Climb up. Alright. And this is where I don't need that anymore. Alright. Hold on to this for now. Alright. Don't let me get that. Stuck in the wall. Alright. Gotta wait. Drop down. Jump up here to this platform. Yeah, the bubble lead is the best weapon to use it for that circumstance, for the situation. When you use it in that section, you'll be able to tell apart like what you need to do. Alright, so we'll just stay right here. Alright. Fall down. Now all I gotta do is just stay here and wait when the time is right. I forgot. I forgot I had to go to that platform. Shit. God damn it. I forgot about that platform. This is where item number 2 comes into play. We're not going to use it here. But a few sections later, I will definitely use it. We'll drop down, move on over here. Okay, so not here. Oh, that was actually close. How am I going to get that without dying? The answer is I don't. Alright, I'm gonna have to be extra patient, extra careful. Alright. Immediately get on that platform. And then use this. Okay, gonna get Airman's weapon for these guys. I hate Sniper Jones, by the way. I'm most likely gonna have to use an E-Tank around this area. Not with these Sniper Joes, but when I actually fight this boss. Alright. Okay, here it is. This right here is the worst boss in the entire game. Whoops, messed that one up. One. Oh, still managed to get that one. There we go. Exactly. And this one opened the door anyway because it was big enough. Wow. Just to be safe, I want to stand right here until that goes away. The last one on it, and I'm done. There we go.
You win!
It's still the worst boss in the game. Still the worst one. I absolutely hate that boss. I love Mega Man 2, but that boss sucks. Alright, let's, here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so right now, this is the boss rush. Grab the explosions for Crash Bomber also have an area effect. Yeah, it's bigger for some reason in this game compared to the NES one. Alright, so I gotta figure out who's who. Alright, Heat Man. Alright. One. What's this one? Quick Man. Fuck you, motherfucker. Should have used the E-tank on this. Could've done this guy last. Well. Alright. He made me with the E-tank on him. And I hate that. Alright, what's this one right here? Metal Man. I'll give him a taste of his own medicine. Alright, next up, it's Flash Man. Oh yeah, he stopped me. This one over here. Oh, Crash Man. Got it. Next up, Bubble Man. Alright, next up, there's two more. There's Woodman and Heatman. Assuming this was Woodman. Yep, it is. Damn it. Oh my god, how am I messing up right now? Oh my god. Really messed up on him before. You know, I'm gonna start this boss rush again. Except I'm gonna do it differently. There we go. That's how I should have done it. All right. That be enough? Just barely. Very good. Alright. We'll do this one over here. Alright. Oh, this is Airman. Okay, because I forgot I didn't do Airman. I'm gonna need leaf shield. Got it. The rest of the robots are gonna require the rest of the robots are going to need me to require what's metal blade. Got him. Alright, now for Bubble Man. Now for Metal Man. Time for Wily. Let's go. Alright, let's see. This is Quick Man's weapon. No. Damn it. I'm gonna have to be very careful. Yeah, just use the gonna use the Mega Buster. And there's only one more stage left. Here we go. Okay, so Metal Blade's more effective for the second one compared to the first weapon. So I'm gonna stick to using the Mega Buster for first one. Second one just use There we go. Hey, Justin. Yep, Wily Wars. There's still one more. Hey, Frosty. Let me just go ahead and make a save right here. I have his weakness as well, like the bubble lead, which I'm going to use once I'm going to switch to it once I'm about to get ready to head to that. So this is different. There's no music here. Just like a room filled with like these red droplets that will hurt you. The final stage. Oh yeah. It really is. This should be just enough, and I have an E-tank if anything. Have to be extra careful. Touch. If I touch him, I die. But his blasts are fine. It's just if I physically touch him, then that's it for me. Damn it. I have an E-tank to use when I'm ready. Oops. Yeah, the pain. But don't worry. Take two. And action. Just don't get too close. That's what I need to do. Not get too close to him. Close enough to get a bubble lead hit on him, but not enough where I touch him and then I'll die instantly. If I touch any of his little blasts, it's fine. I'll just take a small hit. Damn it. I gotta stop actually shooting it and then missing. Damn it. I got this. Boom!
KO!
Woo! I did it. It's over. I forgot to put a door in the room. Yep.
You win!
And that's that. Ending time. I did it. Glad I got it though. I beat Mega Man 2 again, but this time on Sega Genesis. The team that did these Wily World ports is the same that did the Game Boy games, Dance 2, yes. And they also did Mega Man X3. Because they were a team that was outsourced by Capcom to do these games. Because the main Mega Man X team went on to work on Mega Man X4. But they did Mega Man X3 on Super Nintendo. So, alright, so let's compare Mega Man 2 on Genesis and NES. The music is actually pretty fun for what it is here, as well as the graphics. But I'm just gonna be very honest with you. I still think the original NES game is better than this. I really think so. Because when you play the game, it feels more natural, whereas on here, it feels slightly clunky. And some points it feels a bit slow, and other points it feels a bit faster than it should. It's still fine for what it is. I still think it's worth playing. I just think that Mega Man 1 on the NES is way better than Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 on the NES is better than this version. Though I will say I do like Mega Man 1 on here more than I do with Mega Man 1 on NES. Yes, even there's a lot of jank here. Like, there's more jank here, in my opinion, than on Mega Man 2 NES. Hey, what's going on, Snywat? Good to see you. Yeah, you just did. Wonder if it's going to reset. Oh yeah, it will. Because I want to just take a look at something. At some point, I will eventually do Mega Man 3 on here. It's not the end of the stream, by the way. Like, because Monster Hunter is going to happen like in a little while. Take a look at this. It was a ton of fun. Do I think it's a bit overrated? I still like Mega Man 2, but I think that the best classic game, in my opinion, is 10. Now it shows all clear, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a save state. The reason why I'm making a save state here, and I'm gonna make another one here, just in case, as like a backup. I like 8. Alright. So Wily Tower mode, the only way I can get that is by beating all 3 games. So at some point I will do Mega Man 3. It probably will be a solo old versus new, since I did Mega Man 3 on stream before. But I'll do Mega Man 3 on the Genesis, have some stuff to say about 3. I like 3, don't get me wrong. Mega Man 3, I really do like it. Don't get me wrong, but let me just be real here. The problem with Mega Man 3 is it has a lot of flaws in this game. And the flaws being that the game is extremely rushed. And it shows. Right when you finish all the 8 Robot Masters, you would know for a fact that it feels rushed because of the Doc Robot. You have the Doc Robots. You have let's see. Because to me, I feel it's just you're basically replaying those same like 4 of those same stages again, but they have like some different platforms. The way they format it's different, and you face against the Mega Man 2 bosses, but in like these Doc Robots, they have the same weapons and all that. Not so much the same pattern. Give me 1 second. I gotta close the door. Why is this door? Alright, anyway. Sorry about that. Yeah. I just feel as if that with Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, it could have been so much better. I'm just going to turn off the Genesis Mini. I don't need it on anymore. Alright. Let's see, 6 is your favorite? Yeah, like, for me, I would probably say 2, 3, and then 5. Then 6, then 4, and then 1. Mega Man 4 is just... I think that one's overrated. There are people who really like that one a lot. I don't like Mega Man 4 that much. Like, Mega Man 4 just feels like a complete step down from the original because, well, yes, it introduced the charge shot. But most of the Robot Masters are just forgettable. They're not really that memorable. 5, I feel, is the underrated one. I feel 5 is more underrated. That's the one where you have to face against Proto Man. And like I really like the music in that one more. I feel like the charge shot is a lot better. It's a lot better in that one compared to 4. And I feel it's a lot more challenging, but at the same time, the challenge is a lot more fair, whereas like in 4, it just doesn't feel as fair. 5 weapons are underpowered and very situational. They are situational, yes. But at least I could just use the Mega Buster. Whereas like in that's because the Mega game overall is a lot easier than other Mega Man games, though 8 is arguably the easiest. 8 is one of the easiest games in the series, if not the easiest. Whereas the hardest is Mega Man and Bass. And I'm gonna say this right now. Since I streamed Mega Man and Bass not too long ago, I think it's probably the worst game in the series. At least the worst game in the classic series. I don't like Mega Man and Bass. Even with the fact that I actually did this with Mega Man, like Mega Man and Bass. It's easier with Bass, yes. But it doesn't make the game that much better. I really did not like the King stages, especially the second King stage, which is really long, and you have those boss fights that they don't even have like the health. They don't even show you the health at all. You have to guess how long it will take. I haven't played Mega Man and Bass much myself, but I do see why people don't like it. And I will say though, the Game Boy Advance version is even worse. But when I streamed it, I streamed the Super Famicom version with the fan translation. But even then, I'm probably never going to play Mega Man and Bass ever again. I don't have a desire to do that ever again, now that I've actually finished it not so long ago. But I think Mega Man 2 on Game Boy is the most unpolished of the entries. Yes, a lot of people say that. And because I still have Mega Man ZX to do. But after that, the next wave of Mega Man games I will do will be Mega Man 1 through 5 on Game Boy. And Mega Man Extreme 1 and Extreme 2 on Game Boy Color. Those are the next major ones I'm going to do. Unless Capcom announces a Mega Man Battle Network collection, which then, like, that will be the next priority. I'm going to focus on the Game Boy games and the Game Boy Color games after I'm done with Mega Man ZX Advent, which I got to figure out when I'm going to do that because I have so much games to play as it is. Because I've already done all the classic games. Well, the main ones. I've already done the X games, all of them, all 8 of them. And I've already done all 4 of the Zeo games and the first ZX. So ZX Advent is next. Yeah, 6 I feel like 6 is alright. It's a decent game. It used to get a lot of hate, but now it doesn't get that much hate. It's probably the easiest game out of all the NES games. That's how I feel. I think that 6 is the easiest game out of all the NES games. That said, it's still pretty good because that's the one where they actually had 2 Robot Masters from a Nintendo Power Contest. One came from the United States and the other came from Canada. I believe it was Nightman and Blizzard Man. I'm not sure if that's right, but I think it might be. It might be both of those. Because the rest came from contests in Japan. Oh, Windman, okay. I did get Nightman right, but it's Windman is the other one. And yeah, it came out in North America in 1994. Capcom did not want to bring it out because they were focusing on the X series and the fact that the NES was practically like on its last legs. But Nintendo published it because of the fact that 2 of the Robot Masters came from a Nintendo Power Contest, so they were obligated to bring it over. So yeah, Night and Wind. It was Night and Wind. Okay. And the other thing is that they brought it over. They even promoted it in a commercial. Like there's like a famous commercial from '94 where there was this guy like in like a staticky background from TV promoting like the NES top loader for $50. And when you get that, you would like they would promote saying, "Oh, you can get Mega Man 6." And also promoted Zoda's Revenge Star Tropics 2. Those were like some of the last games to come out in North America. Like the very last one from Nintendo, or rather, like, yeah, an official release in general, was Wario's Woods. That came out in '94, and that's the only NES game released on the NES to have a ESRB rating, because that was around the time where ESRB ratings started to become a thing. And yeah. Wario's Woods was the very last licensed game on NES, right? Yep. Yes, it was. Mega Man 6 never got an ESRB rating because the ESRB wasn't a thing just yet. Wario's Woods was, yeah. You already said before I finished typing, yeah. Yeah, because Nintendo stopped like production of the NES in '95. While the Super Nintendo was still going strong, but when the PlayStation came out, Sony was not accepting of Mega Man because they were still not that interested in 2D games. But Capcom practically convinced Sony to release both Mega Man. Well, they convinced Sony to let Capcom release Mega Man 8 and Mega Man X4 on PlayStation. And I've heard for years that if Sony would have said no, then they would not localize Resident Evil 2 in North America. To which Sony was like, okay, fine. Because, like, I will say this right now. I feel like Sony hates Mega Man. Whereas, like, Nintendo, we're like, okay, give us Mega Man. Microsoft, yeah, we'll take whatever we want. Just give us games. And Steam, yes, sure. But Sony, like... Sony never cared about Mega Man. If they ever feel like they care, they only pretend to care. They never care about Mega Man. The only things they actually care about from Capcom are Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter. Those are the only things that they care about from Capcom. Sometimes Devil May Cry. Sometimes you might get something cool, but they don't care about anything else besides those 3 series. They only care about Monster Hunter because Japan, and also, like, the world became this huge hit. Resident Evil started on PlayStation, and Street Fighter gets them the money. And esports. Always wonder why the Saturn version had more content than the PlayStation port. Because originally it was going to be an exclusive to It was going to be an exclusive to Saturn, but then they ended up bringing it over to PlayStation. What's funny is PS1 is the inferior version, yet that's the one that gets the re-release because the Saturn version is hard to emulate. So, unfortunately, the only version you're going to be seeing anywhere for Mega Man 8 is PlayStation, which is not a bad version. It's still pretty good for what it is. I just think that if they would have had the Saturn version, that would have been great. Yeah, Sony prefers AAA stuff. They always have been. Always will be. And that's another topic for another day. Yeah, that's definitely another topic for another day. Okay.